Just want to run through some DC Dual Force news with you today. Got a couple things I want to go over just in case you weren't aware, because there's been a few things going on, and I know not everybody follows every single piece of news feed the same way that I do for this game, so let's just get everything in one spot, yeah? First things first, if you've been following the digital comic event, we now have an ending to it. Just to catch you up if you weren't aware, they released a digital comic, which I won't spoil the events of, but based on the players' win rates, and it required two different duos, based on the win rates of Flash and Wonder Woman versus Cyborg and Batman. Whoever had the higher win rate was going to alter the outcome of this digital comic, the ending of this digital comic. Now, you can read this whole digital comic book now that it's all fully complete on their website. I'll leave it linked in the description. It's a really cool read that's worth checking out. I do want to point out one thing, though, that when you go to the end of the comic now, it says to be continued in DC Dual Force. I wonder if this comic book is going to be added as an adaptation inside of the actual client itself, as a new comic adventure. DC Dual Force is going to be launching on both Steam and the Epic Games Store. For now, you can go wishlist the game on those two outlets, and we actually get rewards. The entire player base is going to get rewards based on wishlisting. So at 3,000 wishlists, everyone's going to get a copy of Power Girl, who's a super rare card, so it's nice. It gets your collection a little bit started. Same thing goes for 6,000 wishlists, which gets us Lex Luthor. And then at 9,000 wishlists, we get this Lex Luthor card back, and at 12,000 wishlists, we get this incredible alternate art Lex Luthor. Now, I'm very happy to say that all of these milestones have already been completed. We've actually gone past 12,000 wish lists. We need 15,000 wish lists to get access to all of these card backs. I think these card backs are really cool. You might just look at them and go, oh, it's just a faction logo slapped on a card back. But I think these card backs are really important. A, because they're free to the player base, so why not? Why wouldn't you want them? They're free. But also, I find myself, when I try to make aesthetic matches to the decks that I'm building, I go, okay, this is a Batman deck. I want to put Batman on there. That's easy enough. But if my leader combos that I'm rocking doesn't have a card back, or I don't own like a Zatanna card back or something like that, at least I can have something that thematically matches the deck by just adding one of the faction card backs. It's only a small thing, but for someone who cares about like the flavor and everything, that's pretty important to me. So I really hope we get access to these card backs. The deadline for this is August 9th. So if you haven't already wishlisted the game on either of the two platforms, you can go do so now. Wishlisting a game on either of these two platforms is super easy. In the case of Steam, you just go to the search bar at the top right. In this case, we'll type in DC Dual Force, because that's the game we want to wishlist. We click on here. So I've already wishlisted it, so I don't have the button, but there'll be a button here that says wishlist. Similar things can be said for the Epic Games Store. Oh, speaking of which, Epic Games Store has free Loop Hero right now. This is a fantastic game. If you don't own it, please pick up a free copy. I'm not going to install it because I already own it on Steam, but nice. But outside of that, you would go search on the store and you would just type in DC Dual Force. As you can see, it's already on my wish list, so I don't need to press the button, but the button would be right here underneath where you would normally see add to cart or whatever. Yeah, I've never actually scrolled through the Epic Games Store page. It actually looks really nice. As of the time of this tweet, which was on August 2nd, we were over 12,000 wish lists, meaning we only need a few more thousand wish lists to get access to those card backs. The biggest thing I really wanted on this list was the Lex Luthor alternate art, but we've already got that, so now I'm really hoping that we do get to close it out with all of the rewards and pick up all these card backs. Oh, I didn't even notice the Lex Luthor profile picture. That's really cool. And lastly, I just want to mention something that was brought up on the official Discord page. I am an official moderator on the Discord server. If you're not in the official DC Dual Force Discord, I'll leave it linked in the description. Please come join us. We'd love to have you. Now, this post was made by Matt. I'll leave the message up for you on screen so you can read it yourself to get his exact words, but my interpretation of this and my summary of this is essentially that the team's going to go dark for a little bit. Up until this point, CCG Lab has been very transparent. They've got a whole news section on their website, and in those news posts, you have exact words from them detailing the future of the game, what they have plans for. Heck, they've even confirmed stuff like draft mode in those news posts. However, over the next couple weeks, they're probably going to be a little bit quiet as the team is currently focusing on fixing the bugs, so there's not a whole lot they have to communicate. Now, I know a lot of us are looking forward to the subscription model, and I know that that's the thing I'm looking forward to most right now, mainly because once the subscription model is in the game, we're going to be getting a lot of new cards relatively frequently, and that's what I want most right now. That's the thing I enjoy most about card games, is new cards, and they know that's important too. Even back in 2021, when they were talking about the game and its core design philosophy, they talked about how important new content constantly being added to the game was. So they know that's important, but they need to build up the foundation in the same way that Matt talked about in this post. And heck, who knows? Maybe we'll even get balance changes within those patches as well. I know a lot of people want some balance changes right now. I'm curious to see what the team comes up with. Till then, keep being awesome, and I'll catch you in the next video.